As I was starting to record this video, I was going to talk about something that was completely different. I had no idea that I would be talking about this today, but right now, as I stand here and I try to record this video, you know, like I'm aware and I'm okay with recording this video and having people watching me. But you know what was blocking me the whole time? I just came to the realization that it's not like people actually watching me, because I'm okay with it. If I'm putting myself out there, I know that people will be watching, and that's the purpose, because I want people to listen what I have to say. But I think that what was actually holding me from recording videos and saying things was the fact that I don't like people to spy on me. And I believe that that's where actually the negative feeling comes from. You know, like I don't mind someone watching me and I know that they're watching me, you know, like because if I'm putting myself out there, it means that I'm okay with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be leaving, you know? But when I have this sensation, when I have this feeling like, oh, someone is watching me without my permission, and I don't know in reality. So that's the unknown feeling. Like, I don't know actually if they are watching me, but they could be watching me because they have everything that they need to be able to do that. But that not knowing if they are actually there or not is what causes me to have this feeling that it stops me from actually doing the things that I want to do. I want to actually help people. I want to help them shift whatever is keeping them stuck or keeping them from doing the things that they want to do or being the person that they want to be. And when I don't do that, when I don't show up to tell people that they can actually do that and share something or things or any tool that can help them to do that for themselves, and I'm not doing that, and I feel frustrated because I'm not helping people. And that's what I really want to do. I really want to help people change those old beliefs and those fears and things that are holding them back from actually doing the things that they are passionate about and the things that they really want to do. But if I hold myself into that fear that I was just having, like of someone spying on me, someone that I don't want to, like, not that I don't want them to be watching the videos that I'm making, but just that not that unknown, like the possibility that someone could be watching me. It was what was holding me back, and I have like digged into that in the past, like people spying on me, and I have gone through some healing in that part, like of childhood traumas that I had with people like spying on me or like doing things behind my back, or you know, all that fear and that energy. But I, until this point right now, I didn't recognize that as being something that was keeping me from actually doing it, you know? I thought it was, well, of course it was a fear of the camera, and I worked through that, but I couldn't get to the point where that should be, like, there must be something else that is keeping me. And then, like, if I haven't put myself out there to, like, actually do this video, I wouldn't have come to this conclusion right now. Because if I'm always like, oh, I'm not gonna do that because, you know, I just can't do it. But when I actually stood up and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this despite of the rain, despite of the light outside, despite of the cameras, the security cameras that are around here, despite of the people that are watching me right now, or maybe they are not. I don't know. But that fear of not knowing if they were actually watching me or not was holding me back. And that was not the video that I want to talk about. And it was not the things that I want to talk about in this video, but it just came out, and I think that could be something that can help someone if they are feeling blocked about doing something. And my advice for you would be, I know it's cliche, and I know that a lot of people say that, but like and I feel so like not I feel so what am I feeling right now? Hold on. I'm feeling embarrassed. I think that the advice that I'm gonna give you is something that I was not doing since this video started. So like I feel that I'm sharing something for you to do that I was not aware that could help me 3 or 5 minutes ago. I don't know how long I've been talking here, but I was not aware of that until I started doing, and I started to confront what was keeping me stuck from actually taking action. So this video just came out of the blue. I was not planning on talking about that, and I had nothing planned, and I was trying to control things so much that all the things that I was trying to control prior to recording this video, I wanted to talk about this. I needed to like say these 3 things that you need to blah 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 know about yourself and all that. I didn't have like a script, but I had things that I've been learning, you know, like how to share a message with someone, and I had this guidance that I had to follow, and I was feeling like so out of alignment if I would have been following that guidance, because I was feeling like I was not being myself, and then and I was like trying to control like the location of the camera, like the light, if the light is gonna be good enough or not. And then the rain started to pour and was raining a lot, and I didn't have control of the weather, of course. And that was all those little things that were keeping me from recording this video. And when I said like, hey, let it go, just go there and test and just do it. And then I came here to test, and I was testing the camera, the position. I didn't even look to see if the image is good or not, and if I'm actually in the right position in this camera. But then I got here and I started to talk, and then I started to talk about the things that were making me feel uncomfortable and keeping me from actually recording this video. And then when I was talking about that, I had this realization, and I think that that's all that I needed to record today, and that was all that I needed to say in this video. So, and I feel oops, that was a fly flying into my face, interesting. So I think that was what I needed, and I think that might be something that someone else needs right now. And I'm trying really hard to not follow the fly with my eyes, and I'm looking at the camera, but I can see the fly just going around. Anyways, I'm so happy that I was able to record this and share with you my process and the way that I process things. And again, it was not something that was planned, and that's what I want you to know, that for you to start to do something, you don't have to think you don't have to have everything planned, you know. I need to do this, I need to do this. And if you just go out there and do it, you're gonna conquer so many things. And who am I? And then like there's this voice in my head right now saying like, who am I to talk about that? Because 5 minutes ago you were not doing it. You were not like just doing it, you know. And as I stand here right now, it's just like I'm just proving to myself, first of all, like I'm proving to myself that I think that that's a lesson for me at this moment, that I just have to go out there and do the things, because when you do those things, that's when you learn, you know. And I wouldn't have learned this lesson about me and about the things that were keeping me from actually recording the video and talking to you guys. And then all of a sudden, when I decided to just do it, despite the rain, the weather, the cameras watching me, and all of that, I was able to come to myself and come to my body and not worry about all the other things that were outside of me. So my invitation for you is to just go out there and do it. Do that thing that you feel you have been. Just do the thing that have been holding you all this time. Like, what is one thing that you have been wish that you could do it? What is it could be like, hey, I just need to sit down, and I just need to sit down. What if you were someone that it's always on the go, you are always like busy, you don't have a time to yourself, you don't have a time to sit down and relax? And what if that's just one thing that you could do today? Is just give yourself the permission to just do it and sit down. That's as easy as that, you know. And what if for someone else is to, okay, so there's this one thing that I need to do that I have been putting off for like, I don't know, a month, 2 months, a year, 20 years, 10 years. I just have to have a conversation with this person. I just have to have a conversation with my boss. I just have to have a conversation with my spouse about this, and this. And I just have to communicate to someone else this, and this. And then when you do that, you're gonna see that the things that you were afraid is not actually what you thought it was, you know, because then you're gonna be doing that thing, and then you're gonna be you're gonna have that moment like, oh my gosh, I'm just doing the thing that I thought I couldn't do, or that I was procrastinating on, and after I do that, I feel so much better, and I learned all these lessons, and I learned all of those things about myself, and just because I did it, you know. So my invitation for you today is as simple as that. Like, so the first thing, like, let me share one thing with you guys. One one thing that I really wanted to share with you. So I had this class in the morning where I was feeling like it was like a very activating fire energy type of movement class. And then like during that class, I was feeling that energy. I was feeling like that power, that courage, that confidence, like through the class and through it all. And then during the class, I was like, oh my gosh, I just want my friends and the people that have me on Instagram or whatever, like I just want people to experience this feeling, like this feeling that like that they can do anything, that they can do this, you know. And that was my feeling throughout the whole class. I wanted to provide to people uh, a way, or I wanted to teach them how to have this feeling like they can do anything. And then like I was like, okay, so I have to do like this movement, I have to have them in this state, I have them to connect and do all those things that I was doing in that class to help them to get to that state that I got during that class. And I want you guys to have that benefit, and I want you to experience that feeling that I experienced through that class. And then I was like, okay, so well, I just have to go out there and record this video, like, and take them through all this process and all this movement, so they can connect to themselves, and they can experience that empowerment to do the things that they want to do, and to step into their power and go there and do the things that they need to do and they want to do, and feel that self power, self courage, that fire, that that creativity, all that things flowing through them. And then I was like, okay, so I finished the class and I was like so excited. So I got everything that I needed to record this video, and I came outside and I was trying to find the light and the position and all of that. And then I went inside and I was like, okay, so what I need to talk, what is the things that I have to say to start this video and to get all of this. So I had this idea that was the thing that I needed to do for people, to help them to feel what I felt, and I wanted them to also feel that, that empowerment. And then I was like trying so hard. I was feeling, oh my gosh, how am I gonna do this? And I was like, I just feel like I need to do this. And then I came outside here a few times. I pushed the button. I was inside the house. And then the rain was like raining a lot. And then I was like, oh, I cannot go outside right now. And how I'm gonna do this? But I really want to help people. But I was fixated. So the thing that I want to like after sharing this story with you guys, I want you to see that the thing that I was fixating on was on that only way that I had in my mind at the time that I could add value to people, was if I had taken them to that process that I went through, that process, and through that class and through that movement. And and I had no idea. So like when I first started this video, my intention was to talk a little bit about the things that I wanted to help you with, and nothing of the things that I want to help you with was the things that came out. But what I learned recording this video was that it was so it was the same concept. I wanted you guys to also take action and feel like you can do anything, that you can have that hard conversation, that you can step up and say the things that you want to say the things that you want to share, or just take a moment to yourself and stop being that be as busy as you have always been. Or for example, if you're someone that you don't get busy at all, and you are like, I need to be doing more things and I don't do more things, you know. I just feel like I procrastinate all the time and I don't do the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And then this video is also for you, because then, like, if you take that step, just that one step, you know, that could be starting to move more. Or maybe you have been watching TV all day, and it has been like a few days and you haven't moved, you haven't gone any place, and you haven't done anything. And what if the only step that you need to take today to start doing the things that you feel that you need to be doing, what if the only step it is just to get out of your couch, or get out of the chair, get out of your house, go around the neighborhood and walk around the neighborhood. Go on your bike. What if you would like to ride your bike more often? That's a goal that you have. I want to be riding my bike more. And you know, your bike is sitting there and you're like, but I just don't have the energy to like get in my bike and go for this 1 hour bike ride. What if the only thing that you need to do is take your bike and go around the block? And that's the only step that you need to take today. You see? I wanted to share with you that because that was so powerful for me, because I had this whole idea that I needed to provide this whole empowerment movement class for you. And I was so scared of starting and doing that. And when in reality, I was just scared of doing it. And when I came here and I started the camera and I started to talk, I learned this lesson that I wouldn't have learned I wouldn't have learned if I wouldn't have done it, you know? So if I would have been waiting, like, yeah, so I am waiting to do this thing because I need to do exactly how I have envisioned. And what if the things that we have envisioned is not actually the things that we need to start doing? And what if it's just one small step that we need to take? As for me today was just start recording this video and just start to talk about. And when you start to do that, you're gonna then learn a lesson and learn things that you were trying to control because of your perception of what you really needed to be doing. So this whole video is to invite you to just take one small step. And I'm holding myself accountable to that, because today, the only small step that I needed to take was to turn on this camera and start to talk. And it had nothing to do with the whole guiding people through these and take them and help them feel so empowered and on fire and able to conquer everything that they want. And that was my intention. That was what I really wanted to, but that was not what ended up happening. And I wouldn't have had the proof that just doing one small thing is powerful. I wouldn't have had the confirmation of that if I haven't done it. So my invitation is for you to go out there and do one small thing. What is one small step that you can take it today towards the biggest goal that you have and of your dreams. So yeah, if you're making it to the end of this video, I really appreciate your time, and I hope you you feel inspired to also take that small step today and you do it. And yeah, I see you another day.